Hey guys, welcome to group chat. We're all here.
Sundays get
Sunday is so good. Sunday just goes off the rails in a good way, though. I think.
I mean, it started really wholesome,
kind of, but we were kind of bashing country clubs to start. Like we started pretty feisty.
Yeah, but
actually, you started with a wholesome golf story. Then we went
wholesome golf story, and then full on tinfoil.
We went full tinfoil, but I feel like we're probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, it was good. I was on the ropes.
I feel like Anand,
Anand wants to believe
Anand's been outnumbered.
His idols are like real, and they're just not.
But even the Zuck thing,
he wants to believe that these people are superheroes. I get it. You like Spider-Man, whatever.
It just feels Batman. A little unfair. It feels
like
we're
you like fucking.
I love Batman,
Ant-Man, Iron Man, whatever.
It feels unfair to me. It feels like Anand has been outnumbered a lot lately.
Yeah, I'm just getting bullied here.
He's been taking a beating, but it's okay. You know what? It makes for great content, and. I don't know what else to say. We talk about golf a little bit, then we talk about the news, and then we go full conspiracy theory. And to me, it feels like a hell of an episode. You guys let us know what you think. Look, everyone said they wanted me in the studio on Sundays. This is what you get. So I don't know. Everyone in the room was laughing a lot. I hope you guys do too. Let's get into it.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Rolling video, rolling audio. Sunday night, all three gentlemen on the pod in studio. It's going to be a great episode.
Wow.
Let's get into it.
Wow. Bruce Buffer over here.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do we got today, guys?
Well, what's interesting is just because of all the golf talk, I paid attention to some golf today. I didn't watch
on TV.
No, I didn't.
My boy Brooks, Liv.
Yeah,
my guy.
Big day for Liv. Did you guys see the
That's
PGA
your guy?
Tour?
I'm a Liv guy. I've
Okay.
always been a Liv guy.
You know, Brooks' best friend is
Who is it?
Trump.
Woke on and does not like that. You gotta draw the line.
Both sides of the spectrum, right?
Did you guys see the story of the PGA Pro?
So that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yes. Incredible story.
I think this might be this is Tiger Woods big for golf.
I know. They got to lean into it.
So there was a guy named Michael Block.
Yep.
46-year-old.
Saw that.
Golf pro from Mission Viejo. He's a local guy.
Yep.
He just looks like a dude.
He literally looks like a golf pro in Mission Viejo.
Yeah. He charges $150 for lesson. I saw his little promo video he does.
Yeah.
I think it's a public golf course. It's nothing fancy.
I think so, yeah.
How do you end up in this tournament? I didn't follow that part, like how he ended up playing in the tournament. It's impossible, right, to get into these tournaments?
Yeah, I think that there's probably some sort of like PGA, you do some other tournament and you could qualify if something like that.
So
but
whatever.
I don't know exactly.
We don't know the backstory. He ends up qualifying. He actually plays well. He ends up today in the last 18 with Rory and McIlroy. Hits a hole in one.
Hole in one.
And
dunked it. So many inspirational quotes.
Yeah, and I think if I'm golf, like obviously Liv came and stole golf's thunder.
Yep.
Think about it. Every 30-something, 40-something-year-old schmuck is sitting there today being like, that could be me.
I'm one of those schmucks.
You could be him.
I'm one of those schmucks.
Even me, I was like, oh, he's 46.
I'm like, how old is I have 10 years? I could be this guy. I could dunk a hole in one with Rory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if overnight, first of all, if I'm Liv, I'm signing that motherfucker, pay him $10 million.
Yeah.
And let him be the face of just have him go to local public courses all over America and play with me, play with Michael Block. I made it to the PGA.
Yeah. It's legendary.
I think it's the only sport in the world. That's why to me it's not a sport. Because some 46-year-old schmuck.
Yeah, I think that's fair to call it. It's like a professional hobby.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, did you see when
it's like politics to me. Like anyone can just show up and win.
Did you see when they announced him?
No, I had no idea. I read the story this evening.
So I think that what happened, this may be just my view of it, but he played all weekend. It was kind of a story, but then that story bubbled up on TikTok and everywhere. Yeah. So today, everyone was like ready and prepared to see him. So when they announced like the tee off, like starting at 2:30 tee time, Rory McIlroy, and then everyone cheers and he hits the first shot. This guy got a bigger reaction than Rory. Yeah. People were roaring, no pun intended, lining up, waiting to see him tee off. Overnight, he became like another dude in the tournament to like the guy to see.
I mean, to me, he's the biggest golfer in the world.
Can we talk about the backwards hat?
Yeah. Thank you. Please talk about it. It's ridiculous.
Everyone's wearing backwards hat at PGA Championship.
And do you realize that Rory backwards hat was trending on Twitter? Because everyone was like, backwards hat Rory is sick.
Yeah.
And he was playing well that day.
The disrespect.
We're talking about one of the majors, one of the 4.
Where was this golf course? I have no idea where this. I saw it's Oak Hill.
Good question.
We should probably.
I'm not
Google
that
it.
good.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Is that in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
East Coast.
America.
East Coast somewhere.
Saudi Arabia's golf tournaments. I don't know where they are.
It could be.
Saudi's hot.
It could be. It could be. I don't know. Anand's looking, but this is one of the 4 biggest tournaments of the year.
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy, the face of golf currently, backwards hat.
Yeah.
But you walk into El Cab over on Reseda and they kick you out.
What about Braemar? Can you wear backward hats?
They don't give a fuck what you do over at Braemar.
We just have the pulse.
I used to walk into the pro shop to get my tee time in like slippers and a t-shirt. And probably 50% of the time the guy said like, hey man, you have a button up, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's in my car.
He was like, do you have a membership? Right?
Literally, are you homeless? Do you have a home or a button up?
Rochester, New York.
Okay.
Oh yeah. They're not allowing that backwards hat over there.
But he did.
That's
it.
That's
what I'm saying. That the fact that they did.
But that's my problem. That's my complaint.
So funny. I was at a birthday party for the kids and ended up with all the dads. All of them play golf.
Yep.
All but one. And they're all members at, Bel Air, Lakeside, Hillcrest. Everyone's a member at something. I didn't realize that they all play golf. I mean, I've known these people my whole life. I had no idea. And so I started talking about Anthony Bourdain and golf, what Drama doing, we're rating them and like whatever. And they were like,
golf snobs.
They were like, oh, you can't do that.
Oh. You can't do what though?
Just like
you can't talk about this.
Talk about it.
Oh no, we can talk about everything.
So that's what I'm tearing down. I'm tearing down that system.
And then he was talking. One of them is the Bel Air guy was like, you can't talk about. I'm like, you guys don't even have a clubhouse.
They don't have a damn clubhouse.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Guess what? Never invite me. I don't care.
Yeah.
By the way, I drove by LACC today. And I never have actually paid attention to LACC, but I know the golf tournament's coming there.
Yeah.
I saw like the huge structures they've built
I didn't
for the
even
US
see it.
Open.
Oh yeah, it's huge. And they said that no guests can golf there till August. One course is all like
I actually connected Drama with this LACC invite.
Yeah.
I'm
today.
invited.
He's
But
invited.
I can't go till June because of that.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. I'm going to play by the rules.
Yeah.
I'll give an honest review.
But what's amazing is that you're hot.
This is getting overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm getting like a little anxious.
So US Open, that's a major, right?
Yeah, it's one of the 4.
And that's happening soon.
It's happening Father's Day weekend.
Oh, that's a good weekend to have it.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
We actually got offered tickets on the text thread.
Ridiculous. This Anthony Bourdain thing.
I kind of want to go to I kind of want to see it.
It'd be fun
You
to
want to
go
go
for
Sunday? Father's Day?
No, I don't want to go on Father's Day. I'll go on like
Go Saturday.
Friday.
Go Friday or Saturday.
So, you could just ask our brother-in-law, or my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Right now, he has 4 tickets Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ask him which
Scotty,
day.
I'm coming.
Which day?
I'd rather go Friday.
That's probably
so
easy.
tell him.
Yeah, Friday I'm in, Scott.
Probably easier.
Yeah. Because I
Go
don't
for
want
a couple hours. Just-
Saturday, Sunday will be like too rowdy.
Sunday's going to be the...
Yeah, I don't want to see all that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't care.
Sunday's
I'm seeing my
Sunday,
guy
Father's Day,
Brooks.
I'd rather be with my kids.
Yeah. Go Friday.
I would even go Thursday. Like Thursday, 2 p.m. with like Wilmington Trust people or something.
I went to the U.S. Open.
Hammered.
Exactly.
I went to Thursday
Nailed it.
U.S. Open at Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Maybe I'll do Thursday then.
It was so fun.
That's going to be the quietest. You just look around, hang out, get a little dose of it.
Do I got to wear
Make fun of the
button
snobs.
up?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
actually, probably not.
I don't think
it's
you
a
do.
tour.
I don't think you do as a fan, right?
Yeah, fan.
You wear a tee.
Wear a Kobe jersey.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll work out. But it's funny is our who you all know, David, he was like, we were talking about golf. He doesn't golf. He's like, I want to go to Waste Management. Because he's like, I saw he saw like a video of Waste Management. He's like, I want to go to that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think like Waste Management and Michael Block could change the trajectory of
But
golf.
that's my point. Not all this uptight bullshit.
Yeah.
Waste Management is the loosest, most party event.
Waste Management is literally, that's what it is. You're managing wasted people.
Yeah, not doing a very good job of it. What this is what I was going to ask. What other thing is there that is so strict?
Tennis.
No.
I mean, you can't scream and yell like a lunatic.
No, I'm talking
unless
about
it's
you
US
have to
Open.
wear a button up, forward hat, tuck your shirt in, and wear a belt.
To play.
A board meeting? Like, what else is that strict?
A board meeting's a black t-shirt and jeans.
Depends if you're
Church, no. You can go to church. They don't kick you out. They don't ask you to tuck your shirt in.
Trying to think.
Nothing. This is a sport. It's barely even a sport.
It's not a sport.
This is a fucking hobby. And it's finally cool
It's a
with young
game.
people.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's
It's
a game.
finally cool with young people. I'm okay with it having an element of, like, it's golf. You should wear the thing.
Look,
But this is what I'm here to tear down, I think. And
I-
after
and the
seeing
other thing
Rory
is
over the
If
weekend,
you break it down, Drama, you might be like a pioneer. You might be a legendary.
I might get a call from
person.
the Saudis.
Yeah. You might need
that's
to-
what you want to do. If you could be like a commentator where it's like the simulcast, where it's like the serious commentator, and then it's you
Yeah.
just being
Can I
like,
just make TikToks?
Well, they're
roasting
trying to
the
do it.
PGA?
Did you see the commentate? They had them mic'd up at the PGA.
Yep.
On Thursday and Friday.
Yep.
And they were talking shit. Rory said some shit, like a few other guys.
There's some
did.
really good TikToks of them being like, hit the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
this
that's what we
funny.
wanna
yeah,
hear.
Mic'd up. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Like
But
there's
you're
a,
telling me L cab? Talking about practice?
I want to do a shirt with all the country clubs.
You should.
Just be funny.
Maybe we do a shirt where like I sort of like some are crossed out, some are green check.
mark.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one.
The Bourdain
you
shirt.
have
Yeah.
to cross out the ones you don't like.
Yeah.
The ones you do like.
This one,
Bel Air.
racist.
Get a clubhouse. Racist.
It's really funny, like how protective people are of their country club.
It's weird.
It
Because
needs
like
to get
I'm
broken
trying to
down.
think
That's
of
broken
like
down. The problem.
anything like that I'm a part of where I would defend it blindly. I just even like
That you pay an
like
arm and
I
a
went
leg.
to like I went to all these schools like USC. I went to my high school.
Yep.
Am I gonna blindly defend them? No, absolutely not.
No. Yeah.
If they fucked up, they fucked up.
What else is like this?
It's I think it's like for specifically a group of males, it's the last thing they're holding on that like they have full control
Yeah.
over.
I
And
also
think
think
that's
What's
what
it's
even
just-
like that as
it's
a
a
kid?
fear.
Like what
It's
is
the
it?
fear.
Of
Fear-
what?
The fear of like not being accepted at the country club because you talk shit about it or you tried to break down a barrier. And we're just basically like, yo,
I
this
just
is all
don't
stupid.
give a shit. I mean, I honestly can say maybe that this will most likely be different when I'm like 50. I would say I just want to hedge my bets and say
Yeah.
most likely it'll be different. I've been now to some of the nicest ones, some of the not nice ones, some of the whatever. I
Which
just
are the
don't.
not nice ones?
yeah, we know that. That's
Well,
it.
it rhymes with Elbab. No. I just don't like. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like about like, oh, I'm at my country club and don't. How dare you? Like, I think probably the person who snitched on me for having my shirt untucked was probably another member.
Oh, for sure.
And it's just like, who gives a fuck? Also, like, if I do my Anthony Bourdain thing and don't get invited to any more country clubs, I'm frankly okay with that.
I think
But I also think it's actually like a problem with society that people think that if you're in these, like, if you think it's an elite kind of experience, you can't just be honest.
what's
But a lot of
honest?
these LA,
No, meaning like, when he's at one of these country clubs,
Yeah.
and someone's like, hey, he has his hat backwards. Why wouldn't you just say like, who cares?
Yeah.
like you're allowed to like question it.
Yeah. So
Like it's weird.
What's interesting is our friends have a members club, and it's probably the most elite place I would probably argue on earth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you could basically do whatever the fuck you want, wear whatever you want.
And you're talking about a restaurant. You're talking about Bird Street.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like it's literally insane who's there.
Yeah.
It shits on anything.
Yeah.
Any member, any country club, anything. And
you just can't take pictures.
I literally
went
literally
through the
dress
member list.
like how I'm on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, I can wear this hoodie.
Yeah.
I can wear this hoodie and a hat.
Can you imagine if you had to wear a button-up tuck in your shirt? That's the lamest shit ever. And how dare you say that the fucking Caesar salad isn't great?
Yeah.
What?
We went
What
through
kind of
the
a cult is this?
Yeah.
I mean, you can bleep this out if you want, but we went through the member list. 15% are of the members.
At Bird Street.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to bleep that out.
Sorry.
You should just bleep out after 15% are. It's just, what else in life is that strict?
Yeah, I agree. I think I really think it's this group of people that are just, they've had their safe space for so long, and they're just like, they don't want to lose control of it. Because I get it. If I'm like an LACC guy, I've had a good, for what, the last 300 years?
Yeah.
Okay, you've had a good run.
Away from the
Yeah,
wife.
but why do you
Yeah,
care about the
300 years.
tucked-in shirt?
What?
Why do you care about the tucked-in shirt?
Because it's
I
like,
think it's just...
it's I'm telling you how the way people think. They've lost control of society, right?
Yep.
In their view, it is ape shit is happening. They go out to the real world and they go see what's going on, and they're like, it starts with the tucked in shirt.
Yeah.
Next thing you know you know where it goes.
Yeah.
It's the group chat podcast hoodie.
Yeah, you're just like, then you
Yeah,
let
yeah,
riffraff in. And so I think
But there's still a price barrier. I'm okay with the price barrier.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Everybody, like, I was talking about this with someone at the lake who went to the Laker game the other night, and we were talking about, historically, when you saw courtside Laker seats, you kind of knew where everyone's money came from.
Yep.
Like, you knew that guy was a movie producer, she's an actress, he's a blah, blah, blah. And now they were talking about it last night because a bunch of them went to the game, and they were like, yeah, I mean, I think that guy sells weed. I think that guy sells...
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like,
They don't like that.
Here's the thing is like, there's so many, like, historically, the only people that made money, like real wealth, are from families that came from money or are from a certain pedigree.
I don't like that.
Forget that, right?
I don't like that system.
I agree. It's fucked up.
All these fake, liberal, rich LA people.
Yeah. And so then what happens is you get to this point where now you're like seeing like you go to a courtside Laker game, you see the amount of young people sitting courtside.
Yeah, like Aiden Ross is someone that no one knows.
Prime seats. Every game.
The best seats.
The best seats. Him and his security or whatever.
Yeah, and
right.
And not just him. It's just like there's just two guys that I saw at every Laker game, every Phoenix game, every Denver game. They're everywhere. Who I don't know what they do, and I think.
But we got to celebrate that. That's sick.
I know, but
Great for them.
It's threatening.
Great for them. It's also equality. Isn't that what we're looking for? Everyone has an opportunity. They're real Republican over there at the country clubs. These LA liberal types.
Yeah, the problem and I get it. I understand where they're coming from. I'm not saying that's right, but they're just like, we have control of this 700 acres, 7,000 acres in the middle of the city.
This is all
and
we
we
got.
don't want.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm kidding a lot here. I get it, but it's just, I think it gets a little like, I don't know. I think if you're paying an arm and a leg for a country club, do it how you want to do it. That's fine. I won't go if it's not right for me. But it's just weird when you look at it that there is nothing else like it.
Yeah.
There's nothing with that strict of a dress code. There's nothing that's that expensive that people defend so harshly. It's just strange.
I wonder. I would love to know.
No, it's strange because I think he's bringing up a great point. It's strange that there's this one bastion of society that is holding on to this, like, we have to be tucked in, white, put our collar on, put
Literally
pants on, not
collar.
jeans.
Yeah.
And this is it. And I don't get it.
It's strange. It feels old. It feels like it needs to be disrupted, and that's the opportunity.
And they all
I'm
listen to
taking
the
advantage
pods.
of.
All these country club guys can listen.
I
But
think
doesn't it feel like something from the past?
100% it does. Because think about it. We always joke about how, like, if you went to a London members club, you have to wear like the collar, you have to wear this, and
but that's
like,
London.
Yeah,
It's a different society.
We don't do that
and
here
in
in
LA,
America.
you go to Bird Streets, like you said, which is the most exclusive place in the world.
Yeah.
And the most famous and richest people in the world
Yeah.
go to. And it's the most safe place for those rich people and famous people. And you can walk in with a hoodie and a hat.
Yep.
because
And be any color.
Any color.
Yeah.
There's no like looks.
Yeah.
You're not getting vibe checked.
No,
No.
one cares.
No one
Yeah.
cares. Because in reality, in the real world, no one actually cares.
Because like if you want to actually
do at
play
the country
apples
club.
to apples, like Bird Streets is way sicker than LACC Bel Air. Anyone.
But what
Like the but
But
you
it's a
think about
different
the
culture.
yeah, the fame of Bird Streets and the influential people that are there every single night is bigger than any country club in Los Angeles.
yeah, the problem is it's the land. LA Land CC.
You got the like. Is it like you have the land? You make the rules. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I think if you have land like that, you're kind of important.
You're important. It's just
Especially where LA, if you live in LA or if you ever come to LA and you really want to see the land just to get a sense, it's like a Lion King moment.
It's
I
wild.
drive by it.
Go to the Waldorf Astoria,
Yeah.
go to the rooftop in John George's restaurant and look at LACC from there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, fuck.
I'll wear
Tuck
the
in
button
your
up.
goddamn shirt.
I'll tuck in the shirt. Well, listen, if anyone out there listening, and one day this might happen, is a big money person, maybe has a relationship with the Saudis.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tear down
Golf.
I'm not trying to close LACC or Bel Air. I'm trying to usher in the new.
New era.
Yeah.
And I believe that will speak for itself.
Okay.
So
Well, before we usher in the new era, I did have a comment about why Anand doesn't play golf.
okay, so our audio cut out. We recorded like 5 minutes.
Yes.
And our audio cut out.
And it was
we lost
incredible
it all.
content.
But Dee had another sort of topic on this same
And he
topic.
thinks I'm insecure about being bad at a sport, which is true.
Yeah. So it dawned on me today when I was watching the
PGA
whatever,
Championship.
the Michael Block guy.
Yeah, the tuck-in fest.
Yeah, Tuck-In Fest and 46-year-old hero, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder why Anand doesn't play golf. And then I realized,
Yeah.
because he sucks.
That is why I think. And,
And-
Anand,
and-
no
and-
I
offense.
know I'm gonna suck.
I
But
know,
I think the reason
you
why
have the time to actually be good and because,
And
like,
you're
by the way,
athletic.
in high school with Eric Weiss's brother, and I played every fucking weekend with them at a public course in the Valley for years, and I got good enough where it was fun enough to just go and play and whatever. Like, I was not great, but I could get through 18 holes.
Yep.
And whatever. As I went to college, I never had any friends that played golf.
Happier being just drama's concierge.
liaison.
I think it's a big miss.
All of Anand's friends play golf.
Yes.
Anand is naturally pretty athletic.
Yeah.
Good at tennis. Tennis is actually kind of similar in a weird way. It's a similar sort of.
But he just sucks at golf.
But he just is too. He won't be able to stand being the worst of his group.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
That's why.
But I'll get you on all the courses.
I know, but I want you to come with me.
We already got an invite, Manolo.
I know, but you're not going to come.
I'm the liaison.
Give me 5 years. I'll play golf.
You can, because your
I'm
kids are
just
gonna be a
telling
little
you.
older.
Put a fucking net in your backyard, and just when you're
I
on the
have
phone,
a net.
just
You know what?
whack
Did you
My
talk
net
about
in my
the invite?
backyard it's baseball.
This guy's
Right
got
now.
a million followers
there.
on
So-
TikTok, and he invited you to go play with him.
I'm going, but
Did you text him?
Did you send me his number?
Yeah,
Did you?
I did.
Oh shit, no, I didn't. I will.
But who is it? You said it's some big golf influencer.
Manolo teaches golf. He's a massive TikTok influencer. This guy used to be a caddy. Created this character, blew up on TikTok.
And he's a golf pro, or what is he?
He was just like a caddy. I don't know. I think that's what I heard, at least, that he was just a caddy, And, the caddies all like know golf really well. And then he created this character, like this sort of Scarface golf thing. And he gives tips on TikTok. He blew up. He's hilarious. And now he's like doing Corona beer commercials during.
Wow.
He's a star. He has 1 million followers on TikTok.
And he invited us to go play golf.
855,000 on Instagram.
Yeah, and I'm going to golf with him. But I'm just saying, how much more fun would it be if at least Anand was with me?
I'll be there. Just give me a
5
couple years.
So D, this is all I'm telling you, and you can ignore me, but I've been trying to learn golf for the last 2 years. Okay. If you had a net and a little patch of fucking turf that you buy at the golf store for $40, you put it in your backyard. You buy one club. And you just, when you're bored, when Dom's out there hitting baseballs, when whatever, you just get used to the feel of hitting the ball. You'll be light years ahead.
I love balls.
Well, you sure you don't want to reword that, maybe? I'm just saying, you guys have the yard. The cool thing about golf is we can play till we're like 80.
Yeah. I'm not against golf or playing golf. I'm not afraid. Anand's afraid.
Yeah.
Anand's afraid that he's going to go out and Eric Weiss is going to beat his fucking ass.
I can't lose to Eric.
He's going to lose by 40 strokes to Eric.
I can't.
That's
I'm dealing with that currently.
Yeah.
But it's
basically,
fine.
There's a lot of people that don't want to play golf because of Eric Weiss.
That's true. He's holding up the sport.
Michael Block is trying to bring it back. Eric Weiss pulling it back.
Yeah, it would be so fun. I mean, I'm just letting you guys know I'm in the process of rewriting
golf history,
golf culture, and I would really love if you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So just think about it. If you want to just even send me your addresses, I'll just send a couple nets and turfs to your house.
I have nets.
Okay.
You have baseball nets.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You want to talk about news?
Let's do some news.
What do we want to talk about?
So I think there's a couple of interesting things happening.
Let's go highlights, right?
Yeah. Instagram is now launching a Twitter competitor as a new app in the next few weeks.
Aren't they also copying like the paid verification? Like, what are they doing?
So I think Zuck has some Elon FOMO.
It feels like it.
Elon fires 75%. Zuck wants to fire 75%.
Yeah. But like, why did you just straight up copy? Like, there's no innovation left over there?
I don't think you need to be.
Like,
think about it. He got his stock back damn near a 52-week high, not far from an all-time high.
Yeah.
And if I'm him, that formula is working. Cut. Follow what the market wants you to say.
But think about what he's done.
Richer.
Think about what he's done. I agree with you on the richer part, so it's hard to argue because it's not like he's failing. But copied stories, that worked. Tried to copy, I don't know if they did a Be Real thing or not, I forget. Copied Reels, TikTok, I would say didn't work.
Yeah. I would say it did work.
What do you think? Reels copied TikTok?
I'm sure somewhere in their metrics.
I bet
sure
if you looked at Reels engagement, it's had a meaningful impact on their business.
But what? Not relevant, not like the cool thing.
No,
right?
I'm sure
I think
has
that's what
his
he is now.
ChatGPT cooking.
Yeah, that's my point. Is that
He's going to use AI.
there's no
100%.
point. There's no point in like trying to. He doesn't have to invent something new at this point. He's like the Cheesecake Factory. You go to the Cheesecake Factory, you got every dish that's hot in the world.
Right.
They have a version of it. And guess what? Cheesecake Factory, people want to go to. The only line I see anywhere in the world is fucking Cheesecake Factory.
I get it. I mean, look, I can't actually argue with it.
He's a Cheesecake Factory of the internet.
He's Cheesecake Factory, and
you guys think he's just literally run of the mill, like I'm the tech CEO, and I'm just like, hey, I'm just going to give you whatever you like on the menu.
Yeah, you're like, you want a salad with a lot of ranch?
Well, I think that's what Meta as a company has been for the last.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Mark. He's out there kicking ass and fine. I'm just saying Facebook as a company has kind of been, to Dee's point, a little cheesecakey.
That's fair.
For the last 8 years.
I honestly think he's going to kick some ass with this AI shit.
Maybe he will.
But it'll be a version of ChatGPT is my point. It won't be something new. It's different. Elon is like creating new shit.
It's pretty amazing. Like
Elon's
we're seeing superheroes real time. You have Sam Altman. You have Larry and Sergey and Sundar. You have Mark.
And you have Elon.
I can't
You
believe
have Elon.
I would say Elon is the only one.
Elon last.
Elon and Sam are
I'm not saying he's last. I'm just saying.
You barely even said Elon. You said Mark, and then you did this
Well,
long
Elon's
pause.
not AI yet.
What? He co-founded OpenAI.
Number one.
He's number one.
Co-founded OpenAI, named it,
Yes.
came up with the concept for it. Number two, he claims in that new interview that, here's the best way to put it. If OpenAI had to go figure out driverless cars, Microsoft, or Tesla had to go build OpenAI, Tesla is much more likely to build OpenAI than Microsoft to figure out driverless cars, meaning Tesla already has so much AI knowledge that he thinks that their driverless car will be an OpenAI type moment. He thinks their AI is just as shocking. And
Elon's light years ahead of Zuck. And Zuck is trying to catch up.
I don't know if, well,
Technology-wise.
I would say Elon is definitely number one in innovation.
Thank you.
There's no question.
That means a lot that you said that.
But Zuck is probably not far behind.
He's not
What did
innovative,
he innovate?
What does he innovate? He hasn't done anything.
He's a thief.
Thief.
He stole Facebook.
All he does is steals products and beats up Indians. He just steals products and chokes out Indians.
Yeah.
That's all he does. And you're calling him a superhero.
Think about it. Who came up with Facebook?
Winklevi.
The
Who came
Winklevi.
up with stories? Evan Spiegel.
Yes. Who came up with Reels? Some Chinese guy.
But he's great.
But
he's not innovating.
He's not an innovator. He's an executor. He's a fucking vicious. That's why he can choke out these Indians. Bring him up. Boom.
He didn't create jujitsu, but damn, he's efficient.
I have no doubt that Zuck is probably the most efficient CEO of our generation, but he's not an innovator. He hasn't innovated anything.
He's a thief. You're going to make a Twitter knockoff? Like, where was your Twitter
He
knockoff?
bought WhatsApp.
This is what I don't get. Where was your Twitter knockoff
15
when
years
Twitter
ago.
was not, well, not even that. The last 15 years, any time within it, when Twitter was a great product but not innovating, he could have revolutionized, hey, I'm going to make a Twitter, but I'm going to actually innovate.
Do you know what?
Here's a
Actually,
crazy fun fact.
So you watched the CNBC interview, right, with Elon?
Yeah, David Faber one.
Yeah, with David Faber. Did you see the way Elon just pauses
Yeah, to think.
until he wants to respond to the question?
Yeah, I like it.
That's a very
That-
powerful
Superhero.
person.
I actually don't see anyone else do that.
You know who used to do that? Because
That's why he innovates.
it's Hitler.
Oh my God. That's something Anand should have said. We're
So-
Team Elon.
I know, but so in AP government, we had a whole World War II thing.
This is Sunday Night Pods.
What?
We had a whole World War II
He just
thing.
compared
And I
Elon to
vividly
Hitler.
remembered my AP government. We were watching a speech from World War II that Hitler did. And we were studying it for whatever reason. And one of the call outs was he was like an orator that would like
speak to this.
pause and have confidence over, like, he would not say a word for minutes. And what resonated with me at that time was, if you could go speak when you know there's an audience listening and have like a pause, it's a very powerful thing because everyone's waiting on your word. I'm not saying Elon Musk has anything to do with Hitler.
It's a pretty weird comparison, but I thought it was pretty like insane on live television.
Yeah.
He just pauses
Yeah, he doesn't care.
for
And
like
he-
15
Well, it's not-
seconds.
I think
Because
it's
he's computing.
He's computing.
It's computing.
And there's that one time when he paused really long and then he was like, I'm reminded of the movie Princess Bride.
Yeah,
Right.
You know,
He's
it's
like, great movie.
Damn, where'd you pull that out of? You know? The open AI, man.
Elon also announced he's up to 6 hours a night of sleep. He's realizing,
That's shocking. That's shocking.
yeah,
I'm surprised he
he's
gets
like,
that.
he's realizing, he said his brain was hurting and that he needed a little bit more sleep.
He probably physically feels pain.
I saw him. He was like in Cabo at the Solomon show.
Yeah, last weekend,
It's insane.
right after we talked
Dancing.
about. Yeah, he was dancing his face off. Right
That's
after
what
we
blows my
talked
mind.
That's
about.
what I'm saying. Like, innovation also comes from like people that are like living life to the fullest. And so that's why, like, when you look at like Zuck may end up being the richest man ever. Elon will end up being the most innovative person ever, in my opinion. Innovation and wealth doesn't.
But man, if like SpaceX goes public and then some things happen there, I mean, Elon's wealth could be
Brilliant.
unheard of.
Yeah.
It could jump so fast where Marx would have to like kind of slowly snowball,
He's just selling
snowball.
ads to sucker D2C
He's
companies.
just ripping off other tech companies, selling ads to sucker D2C.
He's just going to be selling ads on SpaceX.
Slander. I hate this.
I know
Zuck.
you
No,
do,
but
I
he's
know.
not innovative.
I think you take some jabs at Elon. I think we take some jabs at Zuck. You know, I think we all agree they're both superheroes.
Yep.
One's a copycat. One's an innovator.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Wow.
No big deal.
We're not judging.
I love Zuck. I'm Team Zuck.
Yeah, you should rewatch the movie of all the things he stole.
Yeah, rewatch it and see
It's fine.
see if you're still Team Zuck after you know he's a thief. Speaking of thievery, do you guys watch? You guys don't watch boxing, huh?
I actually watched the boxing match.
Funny thing, I
I
think
don't watch any boxing matches.
I think Zuck was one of the judges because they stole the fight from Lomachenko. So
I watched the fight, and I admittedly don't know anything about boxing.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy beat his ass.
Lomachenko.
Yes.
Yes, that's what everyone thought. Even people who know boxing really, really well.
And
Even
this
way
guy was
more
just
than
crying that he lost.
me. Yeah, you saw my post.
Yeah, I saw him.
So here's the story. Devin Haney, young buck, next up, 30-0 or something, 25 years old, maybe one of the next stars. Vasiliy Lomachenko, 35 years old. His life dream is to have be undisputed champion. Has never had it. This is probably his last shot. He took a year off from fighting to go fight for his homeland, Ukraine. Went and fought in the war. Came back, battled ring rust, as they call it.
I know they're not even winning the war either.
That's a different topic. We're not going to go in there.
Well, there was some leaked papers over at the Pentagon.
Yeah.
But
I know you MAGA guys are
came
into
back.
this stuff.
Listen, he came back. He fucking, got back in shape, got everything together, has this fight. This is his last chance, his life dream. That's it. Devin Haney, he can lose this. He can come back later and fucking do all this. Lomachenko won the fight and
Everything's
lost by
you know
unanimous
what's funny?
decision.
Everything's fixed.
No, do you know what's funny is I watched the fight on a phone at a friend's housewarming
Yep.
thing.
It seems like you were really engaged in that.
And the person that I was
You
watching
sports
with
guys.
was a guy that is into jiu-jitsu, into combat sports.
From the Ukraine.
Yeah,
and
Ukrainian.
he was like,
fought in the war.
oh, Haney's done.
Done.
He's like, he's done. Look at his legs. He's like coaching me through the fight. And I'm watching and I was like, look, I agree.
They zucked him.
Okay.
They stole it.
It's just a stealer. It's fine.
But now it's so sad because that's why there's videos of this guy crying, is because now this guy's a legend. Like, will be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I don't see a world where he ever gets a shot to unify the belts again. And that's it. Too bad.
Yeah.
So
it was definitely a fraud.
Okay. Sorry,
It's a fraud.
Lomachenko.
And
100%
also,
fraud.
the way that like boxing works, or kind of UFC a little bit, but more so boxing, is like,
But UFC, you're okay to lose. And you get to get the next big fight.
but also like the way that like Dana White, like if you lost in the UFC, but like then you go have a couple more good fights, he'll put you back in for another shot. With boxing, it doesn't really work that way.
Mhm.
Everyone's kind of on to the next thing, especially at 35. He's going to age quickly now. Every year is going to be very detrimental. And there's just nothing you can do. Like if LeBron like had a bad loss in the finals, well, now LeBron's a little older, but like even now you'd be like, well, maybe next year. He's going to have a shot next year. I don't think Vasiliy Lomachenko will ever have another shot. And
That's a shame.
that sucks.
yeah, it
That was his life dream.
Because it looked like he beat the shit out of him.
He did.
Yeah, but you play a sport where it's rigged. So
Yeah,
And
that's
you know
true.
when I knew it was rigged, it's Haney stood up on the ring like, I won. I was like,
he
you
knew
didn't
he
win.
won. They told him.
They told him. They gave him the script.
But let me tell you, the coaching in boxing is
No matter what you do.
no matter what you do that, because the judges are tallying up their scores and they might be like, that guy looks a little happier and
Confidence.
healthier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because these fucking idiots. I mean, look at the guys who's judging.
Yeah.
Zuck and his two buddies. And you might be able to convince them.
I mean, if we're worrying about legislation in Congress on AI, how do we have any faith in the boxing judges?
Oh yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, to that
No
point,
chance. The boxing judges might want to take a shot at the AI legislation.
They should.
They might do a better job.
well, I think like we're at such a point in life and society where like everything is so out of whack. Today, shockingly, it's the second most popular article on Wall Street Journal. It's been trending all day, but there was an article that came out in the Wall Street Journal today that said that Bill Gates on his boy.
On his boy. All right. You were saying like great guy.
Great guy.
Superhero.
Right? Superhero.
You were saying too, like the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, it's not great, but like doesn't look like a smoking gun to you.
No.
I think my point is basically like,
What's your point?
Great guy.
Let's hear.
Had a couple weird friends. We all have weird friends, right? That's what you said?
we have a lot of weird friends.
We do.
We
I
do.
don't know anyone
do
with
any of
islands.
your friends?
I don't know
do you
anyone
know
on an island.
Who our weird friends are?
Do you know? Do any of your friends have an affair with like a 19-year-old bridge player from Russia?
Above age.
And a bridge player. Like,
Above
come on,
age.
bro. Some people like, athletic girls. Some people like volleyball players. I've heard of that. This guy's a sucker for a good bridge player.
So we now know
Sucker for a sharp mind.
what Jeffrey Epstein had over Bill Gates.
Is this a fact? Or is this like one of those allegedly situations?
This
It's on
is
Wall
the
Street Journal.
front page of the Wall. The amount of diligence
If
that
you go
have
on
to
the Wall Street Journal app right now, it's the first article.
Yeah, yes. They're staking their fucking
They're getting
like-
their clickbait.
yeah.
Okay,
they're-
so if they can say it, we can say it.
Yeah, of course. And that's the only reason why I felt comfortable even talking about it was
Look at this.
front page of Wall Street Journal.
All right, we're nothing. Okay, go ahead.
So
it felt weird to even say as fact.
No, that's where I read it. I got the notification this morning. Sunday morning Wall Street Journal to me is like a very sacred piece of content. Like it's always like I actually really enjoy it. It's always
Really?
really incredible content.
Okay.
That was the push notification I got.
Wow.
So obviously I read it. And
What did it say?
it's about a young woman that was like a very successful bridge player as a high school student going into college. And basically Bill Gates is a bridge guy, big bridge guy.
Of course he is.
It's sort of like how some guys are like suckers for like IG models.
Yeah, he's just he's a nerd.
Like, did you see this up and coming bridge chick from blah, 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 high school?
You see her hands?
They're so fast. Okay.
I don't even know what bridge is, by the way. I have no idea what bridge
It's
is.
a
I have no
dorky
idea what
game
bridge
that
is either.
Bill Gates, I don't know
Do
how
you know
you
what
play
bridge
it.
is?
I don't know how you play it, but I know it's
remember
what.
vividly playing in India with like our aunt's bridge back in the day, but I don't remember how
I
it
get
went.
chess, but
Yeah.
I don't get bridge.
It's a card game.
I just know
And so-
it's the game that Warren Buffett and Bill
Yeah.
Gates play all the time.
So whatever. They play it. She ends up meeting Bill Gates as like a bridge whatever player.
Enthusiast.
The bridge-
Enthusiast.
Yeah.
And she has a post in her social media. I was like basically, who is that? Like, look who I'm playing. They clearly had a relationship, and Jeffrey Epstein caught wind and basically used it to blackmail Bill Gates into helping. One, he was trying to raise a charitable foundation with JP Morgan where he needed like an anchor investor and he wanted Bill Gates to do it. Bill Gates eventually never did it. But I think this was Jeffrey Epstein's MO.
How did he have this power? I still don't get it.
What do you mean?
Well, there was
I
no
don't
power.
get how Epstein knew all these billionaires
Well, by the way,
and was able to
No.
convince them to do all these different things.
No. You
Epstein,
didn't
and
listen.
honestly-
You didn't read the article. You didn't read the article.
I read the article.
He basically paid for this woman's school to go to engineering school. And
Jeffrey Epstein did.
Yes. And he knew that she had an affair with Bill Gates.
How did
and
he know?
knew what?
How did he know?
No,
I'm sure from her.
So my
'Cause what I'm
question,
curious of is, like-
my question is, how does Jeffrey Epstein know
He's playing the long
Leon
game.
Black, Bill Gates?
I think he's got his own little membership club, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
got-
I bet you, if you're Bill Gates, look, this is completely speculating as hard as a guy can speculate. But like, let's look on the positive side. We know Bill went to the island.
Yep.
Maybe he didn't partake with any underage women, but maybe that's where he met up with the bridge player so that he would be out of public eye. not get seen. We know that place was filled with cameras. Maybe that was also part of the MO. Maybe it all wasn't. Like,
I guess my question is basically like, how did Jeffrey Epstein,
But that was his business.
I think
His
that's what he
business was
did.
blackmail.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton, Bill Gates,
He knew.
Leon Black?
He knew. Think about it.
I think he set up
What is the
girls
most
and-
No, he
powerful?
was just like,
no.
I'm just gonna give girls, and all of a sudden,
What?
I'm gonna get the
You
richest
guys-
people.
you obviously don't know how the world works.
Think of all the people we know in this city
You're an
whose
idiot.
job it is
Yeah.
to create girls and fun environments for rich and famous people.
Of course.
Now, if you did that on steroids, I think you're Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
I think if you had a house in the hills where everyone went, you know, you could go there, you know, you could hook up with girls. Every room has cameras in it, blah, blah, blah. And they say, hey, D, you know, last weekend when you came, blah, 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 got a little video here. Why don't you
Why are
help
you
me?
using me?
Yeah, D's a problem.
Yo.
Yeah.
Any of us. I saw you last weekend, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you
Yeah.
hook me up with, you said you know someone over at LACC, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to play there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I need
That's
courtside
Jeffrey
Lakers
Epstein,
tickets.
but
I
on
need this.
steroids.
You know, if you could tear down someone's life, and we know that is. If you're
But
a
how
man,
did he do that to the highest level of
what are
society?
you talking about? Guys are horny.
No, I get
It's
that.
not that
All you gotta
complicated.
do is put a
You
hot
think
bridge
It's Bill
player.
Gates, Bill Clinton, and it's
you hold these guys to some high standard.
No, I'm not holding them to any standard.
They're horny. They
I
wake
agree.
up, their dick's hard, they want to fuck. That's
They like
it.
bridge. They see a hot bridge player. They're like, yo, Jeff, can I use
But
that
how
island?
did Epstein get in that circle? That's what I don't get.
What's the circle? You get, dude. You know how many club
Ghislaine.
promoters in LA
Ghislaine's
could be
dad.
Jeffrey Epstein?
A million.
I think
That's my point. He was just a promoter
know
that was
so
like,
many
he was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
He was if you gave X club promoter $5 billion, they're Jeffrey Epstein in 1 year.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
1 week.
And I thought part of the story was that Ghislaine Maxwell's like dad was really connected and she knew a lot of high
Yeah.
society people. That's how he got in.
Well, look,
I mean, you don't even need $5
what
billion.
Jeffrey
You need like
Epstein.
10
I'm just saying, as an
So, like,
experiment.
in the article, part of the article was that Jeffrey Epstein had set up a meeting with very powerful people in Norway regarding Bill Gates getting the Nobel Peace Prize for curing polio. You're Bill Gates, and you are this close. Like, money does not matter.
Yeah.
So you're this close to getting the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
This guy might take you to the promised land.
Yeah.
He's got some dirt on you.
Yeah.
You shut the fuck up. It is what it is. It's
Yeah.
that's what happened.
I agree.
And,
To me, it seems clear as day. And I think it's actually a
No,
positive because
I
maybe
think it's clear as day in the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he got in this world.
it's not that hard.
I think
It's not as hard as you think. You're like overthinking how hard it is to get into any circle. It's not that hard.
I think he's just like the like I almost said the best, but a positive word doesn't seem good here. But like I think he's like the biggest. Like there's so many people who do, you know, connect people with a good time. I think his was really dark, and I think he's the biggest. I also think he possibly is connected to some sort of intelligence
Yeah.
agency or something.
That
Do you
makes,
really believe that?
I actually
do.
now-
Hold on.
I do.
100%. I
really
believe
So
do.
you
it.
think he's like CIA?
Or
Yeah.
Mossad.
Yeah.
Wow. Someone else said that in the
Yeah,
room.
telling you.
Here's the reason.
Hold on.
Think about it. What
This
did
guy
you
can
get?
control
Okay,
governments.
this
What?
is getting fun.
What?
This is getting fun.
Anand doesn't get it. He's such an idealist. He thinks everything just works the way it works.
He said he's
doesn't-
woke, but he seems pretty asleep right
He's
now.
very asleep. He's so asleep. He thinks there's no chance that a
Oh,
person.
this is getting good. This is getting good.
But I want you to listen before you talk instead of just talking over me. Listen for a second. No, listen. Do you think if there was an organization that realized that you could take advantage of people because of a weakness they all have, that you would do it? China's doing it with TikTok today, right? I was watching TikTok today, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, can you imagine you're a government official in China and you're looking at these dumbass American kids, literally like just dancing half naked to a camera all day? You don't think like that could
Can
be
you imagine what the data of TikTok must look like
Yes.
when you look at it as a whole?
Yes. And so similarly, if you look at what happened with Jeffrey Epstein, the thing is it's so insanely calculated. Like, to your point, how does this guy get with Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, fucking everyone who was ever in power? He must have had some help. He's not that smart.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
all right, let's
And I
put
think-
you both
yeah,
on the record.
Okay, yeah, we're on.
Both on the record.
Yeah.
You guys are basically saying that the CIA.
Not CIA, any intelligence agency.
All right, fine. NSA, CIA.
I would say most
name it.
likely CIA or Mossad, but it could be anyone.
Mossad's Israeli intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but did you see
Okay.
foreign, it could be foreign.
So
Oh,
they
you're just saying that
paid
for the
him
listeners.
billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars
Oh,
to
no.
host all these guys.
No.
And that's how he got all these guys. Is that what you guys are saying?
No. I think that's way too simple.
yeah.
Like, I think that, I think also like, what's his name? Victoria's Secret gave
Lex
him money
Wessner.
to, invest, and Leon Black and blah, blah, blah. I don't know that the CIA.
So walk me through how it worked.
I
Well,
think they
I'm not-
realized this guy had some clout.
No, I want you to walk me through how Jeffrey Epstein got to all these powerful
But
people.
can I tell you that?
Girls, what you know? you know successful people. What is everyone's weakness? Admit it. What is every rich man on
Say it.
earth's weakness?
Say the word.
It's hot fucking girls.
Okay, so I want to
So
know how the
just-
CIA and
yes.
the NSA are involved.
Because they realized that. Do
Can I
you,
just ask you?
do you know any powerful people? Any rich people?
No.
You don't. So
No,
you
nothing.
should not talk about this. You have no idea. You're not in our world. Let me tell you, every powerful man's weakness
Let me tell you
is
the only time that I ever, in the
let's-
history of my making content, which has been now 15 years, the only time I ever got asked more about than I do about golf from rich and successful people was when we had the Reckless Girls.
Yes.
That's the only other time that it was more than golf, where people would say, "Hey, does drama actually like hang out with all those girls?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on with all those girls?
Same.
Hey, blah blah blah." If I would have said, "Hey, you know what? I got a little house here. You guys can come on over and
You want to
hang out
meet
with
some of these
the
reckless girls?
Reckless girls."
Yeah.
I could have been, I don't want to
You
say the
wanna be
words, but
Junior Epstein?
I'm just saying, I could have been working with the CIA by now.
Yeah. You're overcomplicating how stupid guys are.
I'm
Guys
not
are the simplest.
overcomplicating it.
Guys are the dumbest
My
people
point
on
is
earth.
like,
There's
if
no
you're
one
Bill
dumber
Gates-
than guys.
Look, we know a lot of people who do.
You don't think
who
Bill Gates
delve-
could have been manipulated by someone that just wanted to be around?
But we just
but
learned
we
he
know
was.
a lot of people in this world.
Yeah.
We're not like naive.
You are naive.
I'm
You're
not
acting
naive at all.
naive.
You are. You're like, you think someone could manipulate Bill Gates? Of course they could.
No,
But
Bill.
why couldn't they do it privately?
What?
Why would they?
Wait, what?
No, why couldn't Bill just do it privately?
Because
He's the richest guy in the world.
Because he still likes to like party and hang out.
Yeah, no, I agree. But he has the means to do it privately.
everybody gets caught. You know that, right?
But what you mean, like just one-on-one with the bridge player, for instance?
No, I'm saying one-on-one being like the whole operation is just dialed.
Oh, I just don't
You're
think. I think you slip
overthinking
up.
it.
I
You
think
don't
when you have
anyone
googly
cares that much.
eyes, you have googly eyes for a hot young bridge player, you slip up.
You have a
You
couple
call Jeff,
cocktails.
you go
you
to
do
the-
dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
You get caught up.
You think people are so calculated?
You know
They're
how many
not.
people have gotten. Okay, you know how many people that you know or have heard of in this city have got caught cheating,
100% of people get caught.
and every time it's something pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you left your iPad on at home while you were texting.
I agree, but like I'm just
Anna thinks everyone's just like CIA, like figured everything out. No, they get a couple beers, Bill's at the bar. He's like,
Yeah.
I want to fuck, and that's it. It's over.
Oh, Bill, yeah. I think
That's it. It's not that complicated.
I think you're
It's
right.
literally that
You're right.
simple.
you
And
think it's
Jeffrey
that
Epstein-
stupid?
I think it is.
And Jeffrey Epstein caught wind that he's like, I can manipulate people because
We know of
but like-
a lot of famous people that do this stuff and never get caught.
Okay,
No.
okay, but listen. Do you want to know who
Famous is
knows?
different.
You want to know who knows all of their secrets? Club promoters.
Yeah.
100%.
And I'm saying that Jeffrey Epstein here is the club promoter to billionaires. He knows all their secrets.
Biggest difference
They
is
go to him to party. They go to him with the
it's,
dirt.
no, it's not the fact that like famous people, rich people hook up with girls. That's not the problem. It's that these guys are married with kids and come off very righteous and have a persona. Bill Clinton, married with kids, president of the United States. Who cares if it's some celebrity that is single and has hooks up with girls. Nobody cares about that.
I mean, Bill
'Cause
Clinton
that's okay.
was getting sucked off in the White House by a fucking
Bill
intern.
Clinton. Not
Sorry,
Gates.
Bill Clinton. You're telling me that rich, famous people don't make stupid mistakes?
That's the most
Like, what are
powerful
you
person ever.
doing?
Yeah.
I'm saying Bill fell victim to the
Pre-social
same.
media, pre-iPhone.
Yeah, and he got caught.
But I think this stuff from Gates was pre. I mean, Jeffrey
Yeah.
Epstein's heyday was pre-social media.
I think the biggest problem with Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein's connections is that it was post Jeffrey Epstein getting arrested, going to jail,
Dying.
and yeah, no, it's like him,
Like,
his
he knew he
relationship
was a
with
bad
him.
guy.
It's
There's
like 2010,
Yeah.
2011, like the bridge thing was post that.
There's no excuse to be like, I had no idea he was doing this
Because
secretly.
like if you're the person of that stature, I would assume everyone's validating everyone that you meet with.
It's just
Yeah.
shocking
Yeah.
the
You would
number
assume.
of powerful people that are connected with
You
this
just
guy.
don't understand.
He's
I
like
think-
bigger
how
than
simple-
any.
I think the shocking part here is not how many people blah blah, just how much guys are suckers for girls.
Yes,
That's the answer. I
that's
think.
it. It's not that complicated.
The guys throwing
I
parties.
mean, Peter Thiel's part of it. That was leaked this weekend.
But what was he doing exactly? Because I also think this is why I also think this is. I'm just saying what I think is. He also met, like, it was his. What he did all day was met with famous and rich people. I don't think all of those people were flying to the island and
Even
you know
Bill
what I mean?
Gates, it's not clear that he had anything to do with what Jeffrey Epstein effectively got arrested for. But what Jeffrey Epstein was really good at was using any little bit of information about people and manipulating them. That's what he was doing. I mean, it's unclear that Bill Gates participated in anything else. It's just that the guy had an affair with this bridge player.
He was just a cheater.
He was a cheater.
Yeah, I'm not even saying he definitely
He probably
did
cheated at
anything.
bridge.
I'm not saying he definitely did any underage illegal.
Yeah, I actually don't think he did. I think he got busted on this, and this guy used it to his advantage.
But I also think, like, look, I'm just trying to like have some fun here with some common sense. Like, if you're going to the island is obviously like billionaire Vegas.
Yeah.
No rules. And you are cheating. Like, you probably like
What's crazy is there was a Jay-Z R. Kelly video shot at the fucking island.
Yeah. Did
No,
you see
there's
that?
not.
You didn't see
This
that?
guy is like on top
How
of
does he have
everything.
everyone? That's what
A
I don't
music
get.
video?
That's why you should believe that
Was
it
it a
is
music
intelligence. Because CIA is probably like, you know what? That Jay-Z guy, he's going somewhere.
Well, let me tell you this. Even if he wasn't
Because that
intelligence
would
to
have been
start,
2001 or 4, right?
That's what I'm saying.
is it a
This
music
guy,
video? Is it a music video?
Yes. I think it's like Fiesta or one of those, like someone crazy.
Well, look,
Jay-Z is on the island.
all that I'm saying is, damn, that's sketchy, especially because it's with R. Kelly. Fuck. All I'm saying is,
Fiesta,
even if he
Fiesta.
wasn't like CIA or intelligence to start, the smartest thing that the CIA
Hold
could
on.
do.
It's a CIA thing is basically like, hey, let's just give this guy tons of money.
No.
And
You're looking at it
own these
too, like
guys.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I think that there's a chance that in his travels of all these rich and famous people, he also made contacts in an intelligence agency. And the smartest thing any intelligence agency could do is say, let's partner up with this dude. He's just bringing in Prince Andrew and Prince whatever the heck and this and that.
Yeah.
And we could control so much donations. Maybe we need our
Think
campaign
about it.
funded.
What's more exclusive than hanging out with those types of people? There's nothing. And
They
I
control
agree.
the world. So
100% agree.
if you have them all
So I'm
on
just saying
blackmail.
I'm trying to like basically connect the dots.
Yep.
That you think the government, CIA, in some sort of back channel was like, wow, this guy knows everyone.
Yeah.
And let's fund him.
Or I don't. I
Because
think
we know some promoters in LA that know everyone. Are they
maybe
getting-
they're CIA.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not gonna name their names, but there's a few people that know literally everyone.
And I bet you, if we said like, "Hey, you know, are guys really that stupid when it comes to girls?" They'd be like, "Absolutely."
Yes.
If
I
can
agree
tell you
with that.
The
I agree with
stories
that,
and the
100%.
So
cheating and the,
why can't you believe all these things
what's
happen?
outlandish?
Guys are
No, nothing's
dummies.
outlandish. I
Guys
just
are the
want you
dumbest-
to connect the dots that you think it's the CIA that was like, wow.
But let me give you
Epstein?
my honest answer. My honest answer. This isn't good for content. Is I have no idea, but I think that level of like lawlessness and slap on the wrist for terrible crimes and mysteriously, committing suicide or dying. I just think it feels.
But to be clear, I'll be honest. Like, if you're the CIA, you're being irresponsible if you're not funding the best promoters in Hollywood.
Maybe they are.
Well, I think you probably just gave a little tip.
Maybe you are CIA.
Yeah, I think.
What are you doing on the weekends? What is this housewarming we keep talking about?
Yeah. How warm was the house? I don't. I
mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure.
I think they're now they got the best promoter of all time, so now they're all in on it.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But I think
by the way,
I think these club promoters are like their contacts are celebrities and like
billionaires,
LA billionaires. But I think that like
New York
like Epstein's were like world movers.
But New York's billionaires too.
I know, but I don't know. I mean, look, I think you're kind of right here, but I think that like Epstein was a crossroads between world moving billionaires, political people, and like scientists.
Who's getting the hookers in Davos?
Like who's?
It's been reported. CNBC reported about
who's
all the
personally
hookers.
getting them?
Yes.
Like who's ordering them for themselves?
No, I don't care who's paying for them. Who is organizing the hookers in Davos?
I think they know the same way that
just know
the same way strippers
come.
know to go to Vegas during a big fight. I think it's that.
You like overthink things. It's pretty simple.
I think I think it's literally like a Mayweather fight in Vegas.
You're like,
all the strippers go.
Think about it. Think how many guys just show up to a city because something is happening because they think they might meet a rich and powerful guy. Put aside women for a second.
How many girls do that? Oh,
No,
how many guys? For networking, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's All-Star Weekend. Oh, it's, Milken Conference or whatever it is. Guys show up everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't think...
But it's like
guys
an
are
organized
I think if you're a
No, but it's
prostitute,
an organized thing. So there's an Epstein there. Because the Davos hooker thing is like very widely reported in mainstream media.
Why do you think it has to be organized?
there could be like a madam that they sort of so they know.
You know what you are? You're condescending to women because you don't think women watch CNBC and they're like, oh, Davos? I'm going there.
Yeah.
Same way, these dorks that show up to like South by Southwest, be like, I'm gonna raise my fund.
Yeah. Same thing.
Same thing. A girl's going there and being like, I know these dorks are gonna spend a bunch of money. Listen to Morgan Wallen. Fucking like I could stake his ass for money.
Yeah. Clean house. You could probably go to Davos for one weekend and not work the rest of the year.
Right?
Rest of your life.
Yeah. But I'm sure that, like, to your point on it, I think you are like overanalyzing it. There's got to be some way that these guys know what the list is.
Here's Anand's problem. I'm gonna be honest. I
can't wait to hear.
Anand holds these like people, these intelligent, successful, rich people, on this pedestal that they're so above everything.
I don't. I actually don't.
They're horny fucking scumbags.
That's one of the main things I learned from Epstein is like, man, judgment from the Is that
no, but I actually don't. I don't hold anyone from
why would you think
integrity perspective.
Why do you
think
Bill
about the
Gates-
mechanics? You guys are saying it's a coordinated event from the CIA that's funding Epstein. That's
we don't even need the CIA. It's that easy.
Yeah.
I agree.
You pick a person. We could take them down in a week.
100%.
Pick a person.
I agree with that.
Listeners, pick a human being.
Yeah.
We could all take them down.
Yeah. And I just want to clarify my statement. What I learned from the Epstein event is that the smartest fucking people, the smartest people in the world will just throw everything out the window for a fucking girl.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I agree with that. 100%. That's not like something that I'm very...
That's it.
I just don't get the CIA connection.
Because CIA realizes that guys are that stupid. Guys are dumb as shit.
Like if you had access, okay, let's just say.
What would a guy throw anything away for? It's only a girl.
Can you imagine, this is what I'm saying. If you're anyone, if you're a government, if you're a rich person, if you're anyone with any agenda, one of the most priceless things that you can get is the list of people that Jeffrey Epstein had blackmail on.
Sure.
That list, having blackmail on those particular people is absolutely priceless and something that money cannot buy. And I think that to think that an intelligence agency wouldn't have helped craft that or tap into that.
It would be smart.
Yes, and I think that the way that he was completely immune to law, and I think that, like, look, honestly, if I'm being really honest, I don't think Bill Gates can get someone killed in prison. I don't think he has that ability. I think that takes high-level government-connected people. And it reeks of something higher
I like that.
than Bill Gates.
Yeah.
As much as I have to say, oh, he fucking had too many rich and powerful people. Leon Black cannot get a guy choked out
No
to
chance.
death in prison. They don't have that ability in a high-level, maximum security prison. That takes the government being involved on some level. Maybe it was just the prison warden and somebody knew him and whatever. But I think...
You think someone made the call?
I do.
I'm not arguing with you on
I think I
that
got
point.
you. Did I convince you?
No. That part I agree with.
Yeah.
I agree with the fact that he was
You didn't think
randomly
he committed suicide?
100% not.
Okay.
And he definitely got killed. I don't believe.
So we got to go to the next question then is who
The
has
question
the power
was
to
10
make that
years,
happen?
15 years prior, who was orchestrating this whole thing. That's
But
what I
let me
don't
ask you a
have.
question is if you think undeniably, if you think this, that he was killed and didn't commit suicide, who has the power to make that happen?
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
I think we
There's
both
no-
landed on intelligence.
No, my point is 15 years prior, who's funding his operation? And you're saying it's the government.
No, I'm not. Just to be clear, I'm not. I'm saying I also don't know. I don't think the government gave him $1 billion and said, go nuts. I don't quite understand that part either. But maybe they did. But I don't think so.
I mean, it's pretty insane that this guy just got some like young girls and got the most powerful people in the world.
Yes.
It's that simple. That's how stupid guys are.
Yeah.
Guys are the dumbest.
It's
the
really
dumbest.
bad.
We're
It's
literally
really
like
bad.
cavemen.
Yeah.
You give us a banana, we're like, oh, we're just throw away our whole life.
Yeah. Literally. My whole life down the drain.
For a bridge player.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one even knows what bridge is.
Literally. I started to read what it was and it's so stupid. It's so boring. I couldn't even.
I tried to read it. I couldn't.
It's like it's a 52 card strategic.
So he was that strategic.
What?
He knew which the girl
No,
was.
No, I think he just caught wind.
You're
I think that
overthinking
just
it.
happened.
He
caught
knew
wind.
that happened, and he knew that he was married with kids, and he took advantage of it. That's it.
Once again, club promoter in LA might not have set up the celebrity with a girl, but he hears the stories. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
You just, when your ear is to the dirt,
So
Yeah.
he's the best promoter of all time.
look, once again, I don't like the word best, but he's,
Maybe a successful.
I don't like that word either. When it comes to like being a sort of wizard of the trash lands,
Yeah, manipulator.
he's
That's
done
all
it
he
at
did.
the highest level.
He realized that every powerful person he interacted with had a weakness. And in his case was specifically around women.
He must have been a
manipulated.
charming guy.
You know what I don't get though is why the underage. You know, because like if you're
because
doing
he
this,
knew that was illegal, right?
And
So-
he wanted to catch them doing illegal stuff.
Exactly. I actually don't think
Yep.
it was
that solved it.
it was intentional.
Yep.
Other than
Because
that,
just cheating isn't
He's
enough.
like, oh, you.
Yep.
He's like, hey, so and so billionaire,
Yep.
you're with the 17-year-old. I just want to let you know, and then you're not gonna
Yep.
fuck the guy that like.
I think
Yep.
D's right.
Yeah, you're right.
He basically used it
nailed
as
it.
bait.
yeah.
Because my whole thing was like, this guy's obviously like the worst person on earth, but the main reason why is because of the underage thing,
Yeah.
you know? And so I was thinking like, why the underage thing? But yeah, you're right. Okay. Well,
And we're
shit.
never going to learn anything about it.
These Sunday episodes are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
We're never going to learn anything about it.
We're never
That's
gonna
what
learn.
sucks.
We're going to get little crumbs for the next decade though. Because people are, you know, you get this Wall Street Journal story.
I'm banking on Joe Rogan.
But how would he ever find out?
I don't know.
You got to get Ghislaine. Ghislaine knows. This is the crazy thing. Ghislaine is still alive and knows
Everything.
every detail.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know
She's
what to do with that
Probably
information.
the
but-
most powerful person on earth ever.
yeah,
She is.
I can't
Yeah.
believe she's still alive.
I know. She's in jail too, huh?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
She might be part of the.
Like, is she sitting in a jail cell? There's no way, right? All someone has to do is call her.
Yeah.
Like, yo, tell me some stuff.
And at this point, you're in jail. Why wouldn't you just tell?
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
All right. I mean,
Hell of an episode. I mean, we fucking started at country clubs and ended up at Epstein. Holy shit.
we got
Is anything
nothing
in there?
accomplished.
Are we in trouble? We didn't say anything fucked up, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, just always like to look out for that.
If you guys hear this voice, I said nothing.
D accused me of being woke. That's all that happened.
You're woke
Well,
on
you,
it.
I mean,
I
you're-
accuse you of being asleep actually on this episode.
yeah, you're sleepy as fuck.
Yeah, you're tired this week.
Sleeping Beauty.
All right. Well, there's a lot of other news, but we'll get to it on Wednesday.
good.
These were the biggest topics. And I mean, to me, it felt like a hell of an episode.
I loved it.
Yeah, this is great. All right. Any shout outs?
Shout out. Just stay safe. Stay alive.
Stay safe. Stay safe and listen. What?
Oh, yeah. June 6th, we're going to do our event for all the Chatty Cathy Club members. Venice Beach, Lo Ciento House. In the Discord, all the details. We have endless tequila. We're going to have some food. I'm going to actually make some special merch. I'm going to have Eric make some merch. Handmade right there. He's going to be printing it.
Yeah.
Laborer.
I think Eric's.
You got to take advantage of Eric until he gives up.
Yeah, Eric's good for the 2 months before he tells me to fuck off.
I think by July, Eric's burnt out. All right. Well, hey, get the merch while you can because soon we won't have anyone to make it. ShopNewRepublic.com. We still have the camo hats?
We have the camo hats.
Camo hats. And obviously the hoodies and all that.
Yeah, so June 6th, come out. If you're in the club, it'll be fun. It's LA Tech Week, and we should have a good turnout.
Right. Good deal. Good. All right, everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there.
Stay sleep.
Stay asleep. It's better that way. We'll see you on Wednesday.